builder's just come in today to build this plinth thing here, so we can stick the temple, spirit temple, and the spirit house on it for Wells House. The idea of it is to keep the spirits happy. I've told you before about it, so I'm not going to go on. It's to keep the spirits happy, so they don't go into Wells House, basically. They've got somewhere to sleep and they've got somewhere to pray. Here we've got vegetables down here. This is Wells Drive. A few vegetables down here. And she literally had the electricity put on the other day. I think maybe yesterday or the day before. Yeah, a couple of days ago. And it comes up from the mains. And obviously it goes straight into their house. Here is the meter. He'll come here once a month, read the meter. He'll stick a bill in the door. And it costs you a tenner. On average, a tenner. And that's Wells House, you know, all finished. No point in going. Huh? Uh-huh. Okay. I ain't got a clue what she said. More vegetables down here. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so all this ground is like as soft as anything. It's like a sponge, basically. So, what's happened in the last week? The Thai Happy New Year has come and gone. Their Happy New Year is like now their water festival, which is called Songkran. They sort of semi-use it at the Gregorian or the European worldwide Happy New Year now, 1st of January. But it's their like water festival. So now they've got basically Thailand are 543 years ahead of us, that's it. It's called the BE, the Buddhist era. So now Thailand are officially in 2563, whereas we're in 2020. But as I say, now they use our calendar, so they celebrate it on January the 1st, more or less. But because this what's going on here, it's basically got cancelled this year. Nothing, come and win. Nobody can sort of really get out their province. You can, but it's a bit of a problem. So anybody who's living in Bangkok or South Coast, it's difficult to get up here. There's roadblocks everywhere. They're going to be a bit upset you coming up here. And since the 10th, I think, of April, no alcohol can be sold. So the wholesalers can't sell it to the shops, and the shops can't sell it to the likes of us. If you know what I mean. But living in the village, it's a different ball game. Even though you can't do it. The problem is now, my shop has got 2 bottles of beer left, literally. I was there tonight. And there's a shop over there, what Dill went to this afternoon. They've got no beer. And there's 2 shops this side of the village. And I haven't been over there yet, but I should imagine they've got no beer anyway. But as I say, if they've got it, they can't sell it to us, if you know what I mean. And the wholesalers, as I say, can't sell it to them, so it's on lockdown. So now I'm going to show you something, what I've got to do, possibly tomorrow evening. I've got to climb up this tree. It shouldn't be so hard because I've got a little bit of an up here, which is about waist height, and then I've got to climb on them black railings here, and then I've got to get them red berries down. Can you see them? They're ripened. There's some green berries here which ain't ripened so much on this side here. You probably can't see it, it's getting a bit dark at night. But what they do, there's a shop, there's a lady in the shop's just come and see me, just come around the corner. What they do, they give you a bit of a natural, I wouldn't say high, it's too strong of a word, but they relax you. And not all, but a lot of the old people in these villages and these surrounding areas chew on them to get that sort of relaxing feeling, whatever. These aren't the good ones. The better ones, which are a bit more stronger, a bit more potent, are the bigger ones. I've never ever, trust me on this, I've never taken these in my life. But 2 days time or tomorrow, I'll be climbing that tree, as I said. What happens? You chew them. There's a massive big pip in them. You chew them, and you spit out like the phlegm or the debris of it, the pip and everything else, and you just carry on chewing it. I think there's something like that in Africa, isn't there? Is it called, ket or something? Is it? There's something in Africa they do, like a leaf they chew. I'm sure there is ket, I think it's called, which is banned in England. I presume these will be banned in England, really. But all the old ladies in these villages, a lot of the old ladies, I said it again, a lot of the old ladies in these villages chew them, and basically what happens, it blackens your teeth, and then you spit out a load of phlegm, which is red, and it's horrible looking. So any old ladies you see in the markets or in the villages areas who've got black teeth, they've been spending all their life getting high on them. And now that's what I'm about to do. Needs must and all that malarkey. But the prohibition lasts until the end of this month. So if I can find a couple of shops open, or a couple of shops with beer, I'll be okay. If I can't, it's all about chewing. And that's about it, really. Oh, one more quick thing. Dill's a little bit upset with me. I'll just run you around my garden quickly. Dill gets upset for 10 minutes, and then she laughs about something, and she screams. She won't even scream and shout. She'll raise her voice to a level that you can just about hear, which means she's upset. And then she come back yesterday. What happened yesterday? I'll show you what happened. Yesterday, she had to take these rice bags. These weren't sealed, these rice bags. We had about 20 bags which needed to be cleaned out. Sorry. Needs to be cleaned out. And then she had to take them yesterday, get them cleaned out and bring them back. And they sealed the bags. And that's what we originally was going to put on our farm, on our paddy field. But in the meantime, the government came over with 8 bags here for free, basically. All you had to do was give the driver a tip. And they're for free. And this here is better rice, because this is a newer rice. So what we're doing now, she's putting this rice on our farm, and this really, really clean rice, which is about 4 or 5 years old, because it deteriorates after a few years. We're going to eat it. So this is going to be really, really good rice next year, if the paddy field keeps the water in it, retains the water, because we've done a lot of work on it this year. Well, anyway, this is getting a right old long story thing, isn't it? Anyway, she come back from there. In the meantime, it hammered down rain in the afternoon. So I didn't think nothing of it. I've been doing a bit of work in the morning. I didn't collect her flowers. She keeps her flowers to dry out in the sun on this blue thing. I'm sure you've seen it before. They dry out air in the sun. I forgot all about them. So when she came back yesterday, they were ruined. She threw them all on the floor, and she got the hump for about 30 seconds with me until she started laughing again. And then that was the second thing she got the hump with. The first thing, as she come through them gates, she stopped there, and previously, the morning just before she'd left, she'd asked me to prune the lemon tree, the lime tree, because there's been no rain right up until yesterday afternoon. The limes are very small because they've got no nutriments from the ground. So she said she'd rather have 50 bigger limes than 100 small limes, which I said, yeah, perfect. I'll have a go at that, darling. So that was my task in the morning. She shot off to get the rice, as I say, cleaned up and ready for the farm. And I trimmed up the lime tree. As you can see, I really haven't got green fingers. She come back and she went mental. That's the first thing she said. So now, we haven't got 100 limes on there, small. We haven't got 50 limes big. We've got nothing. So she's gone absolutely crazy as she got out of the car. Sorry. And that went on for about probably all of 30 seconds until she started laughing. And then when she see the flowers in that thing there, she had a mother go at me for about 30 seconds until she started laughing. And that was it, really. So my day yesterday didn't go too well, really. Oh, another thing, one more thing. Have I got time to tell you? I got an email from my British Airways yesterday. They've cancelled my flight. I'm supposed to be flying back to the UK on the, I think it was the 15th of May, which is next month. But they've cancelled it. So then I've had to change my flight now. So now I'm flying back on the 4th of June. That's the earliest flight I could get back. All the others were cancelled or full up, cancelled, whatever. So now I've got a bit of an overstay over here. So Dill needs to phone up the Thai immigration office in Korat where we live and see if that's going to cause me any problems, really. It's only 4 days overstay, but it's not the end of the world. I should imagine it's not going to cause problems. But I do need to know when I go to the airport, if I've got no cash on me, and they tell them they fine you 1,000 baht for every day, which is 25 quid. If I've got no cash on me, I need to know, really, basically. Because if I have to pay them, it'd be about 3,000 bahts. Well, that's about it, really. But I'm not going to moan about it because, you know, you've got to deal with it. There's no point in sitting here moaning, oh, I can't go back to the UK. Oh, I'll just have to get on with it and just make some different arrangements. Right, it's getting dark now. I've got to drink my moonshine. I'm wondering if this, like, Prohibition thing is going to go any better than the one. When was the one in America when that Prohibition and Al Capone come along and all them bugsing around people? That was about the 1920s, I think it was. I'm wondering if this one's going to go any better. And hopefully it's not going to be bugsing around here doing like moonshines and all sorts of stuff going on, avoiding this and avoiding that. All gangsters here. Right, I'm going now, definitely. I've got to drink that. I'll vlog soon, basically. Have a great day if you can. I presume you're still on lockdown, aren't you? You're still stuck in your living room. If you are, here's my guard dog here. If you're stuck in your living room, stick on Netflix, you'll be alright. Gee, money. Gee, money. That's a good guard dog, and it runs away. Right, have a great day. I'll vlog soon.